Well played by the Demons. Hard work in that pocket. They lead it by 7. Early going. Friday night football at the G. The surface looks terrific. There's the bounce. Otten's up high on the way down. Got it. McDonald, was he pushed in the back? Well, he was held according to the umpire. He's getting the free kick. He started well. James McDonald.
Good lead, strong.
Kicks inside the 50. Neitz. Uncontested. Mark 45 out.
Got a check, Dennis. Gasper got a check from back there, but Neitz did wrong foot him at the initial lead here.
He needed a hand here, Darren Gasper. I mean, someone has to peel off. Well, that is a long lead. The ball's in the air a long time. It needed Callaway to come in.
Goalless last week. Just the 4 kicks. 51 metres out. It's on its way. It's good. Melbourne get their second.
Dangerous, the Demons, when they get up and running, and now they will be looking at themselves and saying, right, let's keep this intensity. They're going to be dangerous if they can just keep hard and focused at it. Gasper never could make up the ground there, but the inside 50s already 6-1 in favour of the Demons, and that's been reflected on the scoreboard. That's a strong lead, though. He just demanded the ball come out that direction.
Whelan's kick is a good one. McDonald. They will not go near him at the moment, Gary. Long kick inside. It's going to go to the head of the pack. It was a wobbly old kick, but it actually fooled the Richmond defence. Gasper underneath it, and David Neitz 25 metres directly in front for goal number 2.
Good miss, wasn't it, Gary? I mean, this kid Wheatley is a monster kick, and even his mongrel punts sailed about 15 metres further. Roden being taken from the ground now.
Well, they've got to get Bizzle accountable. McDonald coming off for a spell. He was been sensational here. Godfrey on. Not sure whether I'll be doing that with 9 touches under your belt.
Inside 50s, 11-4 in favour of Melbourne. So Neitz, have a look at this. Best seat in the house for this kick. No worries at all. That's taken a right turn about 20 metres through the goalpost. Neitz gets his second.
Well, not much that Gasper could have done about that. It just floated over his head, as you said to him. It was a mongrel. But there it is, James McDonald. Interested to get your thoughts on the fact that he's now gone to the interchange bench, Dermot, with 9 possessions to his name and Kane Johnson under his wing.
You'd want to keep him going to get a few more if they're scoring goals, but it's obviously a preordained change, so just to give him a rest, because he's worked pretty hard. He obviously deserves a rest.
Whelan picked it up, got it going. Good handball out there by Miller. Opened it up for Brown. Brown had to go back a little bit forward though. Around the body, just kicks it up to the hot spot. It's on a half forward. Getting back was White. Was he grabbed? No. Yes, said the umpire. Jeff White will take the free kick. 55 out. He is a thumping kick. This is a time for this man to set a mark on this game. From 55, he comes in. It's a thumping kick. It's a huge kick. It needs a shot, but didn't get one. Just touched on the line by Neitz. In fact, I reckon it could have bounced off his foot here. Or has he paid the mark? He paid the mark to David Neitz.
Marked it before it crossed the line.
Marked it before it crossed the line. You heard
He
it
go
there.
to the centre. No, Neitzy there.
Umpire McBurney. Tiger fans are furious. I'd love to see it again, because I reckon it might have bounced off his foot through.
I reckon it was a double grab. That's what the Richmond blokes will be pleading the case of.
There's certainly more significant than that, though, and that was the courage shown by Jeff White.
All right, let's have a look at this one. Neitz comes in. He's kicked goal number 3. Suddenly it's 38 points in favour of the Demons.
It's a good old-fashioned belting at the moment, Dermot, and you wouldn't say the game's gone by any stretch of the imagination. 18 scoring shots to 5, though. Let's have a look at this. A big kick from outside 50. There he goes. He certainly can.
What's his foot? I reckon it bounced off the back of his heel for a goal.
I don't know whether he controlled it long enough, did he?
I reckon it bounced off the back of his heel for a goal.
It might have.
He certainly held it long enough in slow motion.
David Neitz. That was interesting. He didn't have it for all that long. Watch it again. Coming back with a flight of it.
What's the back of his heel though? Bang, just off it.
He paid the mark, didn't he? Goal either way.
The Demons led by 38 points. Now it's back to 26. They still lead this quarter by 2 points, leading by 24 at quarter time, but suddenly the Tigers are starting to lift. Out of the centre though, Demons, chance to reply. Bizzle crashing through, gets the handball working. Here's a chance now again for Godfrey. The kick was a beauty. The skipper needs to kick this one. But he's kicked 2 goals so far. Make it 3 goals for the night.
Big kick this. Nice little run along here by the Richmond Footy Club. Again, Bizzle off half back. He's so creative. He makes good decisions. Nice work by Godfrey, who can sometimes miss a target. And, well, Big Neitz, he's got 3 already. When he's on, he's on.
So Big Neitz, the Tigers have kicked the last 2. The captain's goal required. And a captain's goal delivered on order. That's a beauty. Neitz has kicked 4.
Then before the ball was bounced, we thought the big man that was going to create most problems on the field was Matthew Richardson at the other end of the ground. Now he has not kicked a goal to this point in time. Nicholson doing a terrific job. And well, at the other end you've got David Neitz, who's now got 4 on Brad Ottens.
Richardson 1 disposal.
Look, he has done really well, Nicholson. He's bodied and just niggled away, upsetting Richo's lead to the ball.
Bizzle, I thought he had a hold of him. He did. Umpire didn't pay it. Wheatley's kick was a beauty though. Out to Davey. Does the blind turn beautifully. Finds some space. Stops. Props. Then walks past an opponent. Running around them. He looked like Diego Maradona as he kicked the ball forward off the hands of the pack. Holland dives in on top. Gasper threw it. He threw that out. Dives in on top. Holland gets another go. Handballs forward. Neitz into the open goal and gets it. He's kicked 5 before half time.
Aaron Davey, Ed, he got it through the traffic. They are bewildered when he got that. They were just totally bewildered. His opponent didn't want to encroach on him. He thought it'll make it too easy for him to sidestep, so they stayed still. Watch this.
I think it's hard to play that you're talking about.
Look, he won't go at him. He says, if I run at him, I'm easy meat. I'm easy meat if I run at him. And he became easier than easy meat.
Mesmerised. He was like a rabbit in the headlights. I got to say though, Tivendale unlucky down here at one end of the ground not to get a free kick, and it goes at the other end and a goal. So the Richmond fans, they'd be disappointed with that result, but I tell you what, 5 before half time.
Richo has got it. Nice kick inside. No, it wasn't a nice kick. I thought he had a player on. He had a player on. He just missed him. Now a big chance for the Demons. Godfrey's kick was magnificent. And Neitz, who has got 5 goals, 1 on the board tonight, gets his first chance for a goal in the 3rd term.
Something about the Richmond backline, I would hazard a guess that never in his career has Darren Gasper been moved off onto 3 opponents because they've all beaten him. Well, Neitz kicked 5 on him in the first half, and then Holland took several marks in this 3rd quarter, and he was moved away, and he's ended up running around with Miller now. So very rarely would that champion be moved around.
His 6 marks all inside 50. Huge man comes in. Lovely kick. 6 goals, 1 on the night to the captain. The Demons reply again.
Excellent kick, Gary. If that was baseball, you'd just walk the bases from the time it left the bat.
Look, I know I've said this plenty of times, but you can tell when he's on, David Neitz, and when his confidence is up, there aren't too many better kicks for goal in the competition. And just a pat on the back to Simon Godfrey as well. He's now given David Neitz 2 lace out.
Look, the Richmond supporters were hurling abuse to the Tiger huddle across the fence there. The Melbourne players affording themselves a quick glance at the scoreboard. It looks pretty good for them.
McDonald out of the middle. Thank you, Tony. And Neitz on the end of it, 25 metres out. So bear in mind, this time last week, the Tigers led by 39 points. That's a turnaround of 96 points to the moment. About to get over 100.
McDonald's amazing. The amount of clearances he gets from the midfield on his non-dominant left foot, that's staggering. I don't know whether he just stands that side and that's his starting point, or whether he feigns to the left all the time, but it just consistently happens.
Neitz, number 7. Gun barrel straight. 7 to David Neitz.
Well, James McDonald started the first quarter. He started it again out of the middle here, and again David Neitz on the end of it. And what a difference a big, strong forward makes down the other end. Darren Gasper, his first opponent, sitting at full forward. Have a look at this. Too much room. And as you said, Dermot, it probably worked in their favour. half a dozen times the ball's come inside 50 for Melbourne with Mungle-type floating kicks. That gives the forward an advantage because they react first, and he's been able to mark low down.
Nathan Brown, the short one, on the lead. Green had it fisted away. Brown comes again. Gets the crumb after the kick, goes to Vardy. Vardy in the centre square. The short one is on for Neitz. And Neitz is marked about 40 metres out. Will line up at his 8th.
Well, Ray Hall tried to second guess that one, Dennis. If we get a view here, Ray Hall's all... Right now, Ray Hall's running at goals. He's got to stop and come back.
So Neitz shooting at goal. And like a date made at closing time, this is turning ugly. Neitz inside the 50. Long bomb. He likes it. It's a goal. He's got 8.
Goals. Dermot is it's a magnificent return for a full forward, and he's played with a really strong presence. In fact, the whole forward line has worked well tonight for Melbourne. They've had Coyles in Holland. They've had Robertson, who's been a live wire. They've got Davey that's crumbed and been dangerous. They've had Peter Vardy, who's dropping the ball work, has been
Dropped
terrific.
that mark, but gee, didn't he swing back quick?
And one more that'll come to me in time.
Bizzle. Long kick with plenty of hang time. Darren Bennett's watching tonight. He'd like that one. And a free kick has been plucked out. It's going to go the way of Melbourne.
Number 9 coming up. Let's have a tune in, see what it's for.
Simon Godfrey here.
If we see him, we pay him. I mean, obviously they're not there.
Simon Godfrey stayed down a little bit, probably 5 seconds. You know he's hurt if he stays down that long.
He's got up to his feet now. So David Neitz for 9 goals on the night. Has kicked 8 goals, 1. Has kicked 9 goals, 1. Number 9. Number 9.
You often get that, Gary, when you've got an undersized full back. Well, Zandak isn't exactly undersized, but against Neitz he is, because the monstrous different. You often get holding infringements against the smaller fullback because you just get drawn into it. You can't compete with them when you stand up with the ball to the ball at its highest point.